Well, there's nothing better than helping a first-time seller get a record, life-changing result. I want to introduce you to Will, who I've just sold his very first home.
Right from the get-go, it didn't seem like a sales pitch, and that was what really sort of got me excited about the process. It was more based upon facts and research. I was very impressed when Luke came to me, and it was obvious that he'd researched all the properties in the area, and it was more about, going on that rather than, getting a sales pitch. I don't know if that makes sense, sort of thing. It was obvious that you'd put in the work, and that, gave me confidence right from the get-go, I suppose. And I was sort of, because it was based upon fact, it really gave me confidence right from the beginning, that you'd done the work, sort of thing. It was almost like reading the game and knowing that you could push to that next step, if you like. That's what it sort of felt like to me, as well. Like, it didn't feel like a stab in the dark. It was like, based upon this knowledge that we've got here with the surrounding area, we're going to realistically go for this, considering what the market's doing. And it was just, it gave me a lot of confidence from the get-go. It's probably the easiest way to say it. And it was a bit of a jaw-dropping price, you'd probably say. I don't think I said a lot after you reviewed it because I couldn't. But and it was that confidence and sort of looking forward and saying, well, if this comes off, it's going to be like a massive boost to our future, me and my partner. And it was just being confident through the whole process, and it was all easy. I just sat back, and I always knew what was going on, and I always felt like I was being contacted when something happened, and it was just all easy. And that's the dead set truth of it. It's awesome. And I would recommend anyone that's wants to get into the buying, selling, whatever it is, to look up and go to the source, because that's where it's at. I was very impressed with the social media driven way of selling. It just seemed so much more intuitive, and you can see right away, like, I opened Facebook and it was coming up on my feed, and you instantly realise how going about it this new age way, you just connect into a whole different audience that's driven sort of like by word of mouth more than anything, I suppose. And it just seems so much more effective than putting an ad in a paper for 2 days. That's the old school way, and this is the new school way. Sort of, you're reaching tens of thousands of people over weeks, as opposed to, I'm going to put it in the paper for 2 days and a few people might see it. It was just, I was very impressed with that, and honestly didn't know, not being in the know of how it's done, it was awesome to see how effective it was. When I started the process and you're consciously sort of thinking about it, it was amazing how much advertising I'd see, not just for my place, but for all of sort of Luke's business that would come up on there. It was awesome. And you start to realise real quick why that's the way to advertise property. You wouldn't bother doing the old school methods that people might have done in the past. It's sort of you got to age with the times and go with the times, and Luke's obviously done that, and it's working a treat.